Hello po mga ka-viral, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Latest update ulit tayo, Police Captain Kenneth Albotra umamin na sa tunay na nangyari sa Mayor ng Tanawan na si Mayor Antonio Halili at Mayor Perez. Gunman na inutusan niya para maisakatuparan. Ang plano sa dalawang mayor ay lumantad na. Ito ngayon ang nakakagulat na mga revelasyon sa Quad Committee ng Kongreso hinggil sa naging papel ni Police Captain Albotra sa war on drugs ng former administration. Matatanda ang ikinanta ni Police Colonel Ruyena Garma ang pangalan ni Albotra at Colonel Leonardo na bahagi ng kanyang sinumpaang affidavit sa Kongreso. Ibilugar din niya na bahagi ng promosyon at incentives o reward system na mga kapulisan ang pagsasakatuparan ng plano sa mga personalidad na nasa listahan ng narcolist at PDEA kung saan target nito ang iba't ibang mga personalidad kabilang na mga opisyal na konektado na gumagamit o nagbebenta ng pinagbabawal na sangkap. At ito ay tinawag nilang neutralization. Si Mayor Halili ay tinambangan ng mga armadong personalidad at pati si Mayor Perez habang nasa flag raising ceremony sa kanyang bayan. Narito ang kanyang mga pag-amin at revelasyon, atin pong panuurin.
Pangalan, kung ano man ang nilagay dun sa drug watch, nanggagaling po yan sa mga jurisdiction, local jurisdiction po. Umaakyat po sa headquarters, kino-consolidate po yan. Yun lang po ang alam ko dun sa drug watch list na yan, Mr. Chair.
To wrap up na lang, Mr. Chair, Ginoong Leonardo. Bakit po kaya, Mr. Chair, Ginoong Leonardo, na parang halos lahat po nung turo, halos lahat po nung mga statements na narinig natin, bakit po yung turo nila, sabi nga po, ang arkitekto nga daw po ng lahat ng to, bakit po very strong po yung statements against you? Na bakit po kayo yung sinasabi nilang utak o nagdisenyo ng lahat ng ito? Mr. Chair, Ginoong Leonardo.
Actually po, nag-attempt lang po kami na mag-suggest yung task force nga na yon na hindi naman natuloy. So, kasi nga po, hindi siya applicable dyan sa ang nasunod po ay yung double barrel po talaga. Hindi po natuloy yung sinasabi nilang inarkitekto ko na task force. Wala pong nabuong task force. At yung mga pangalan na binabanggit, hindi nga rin po natuloy. So hindi rin po sila na nagamit or wala po. Plano lang po talaga yon, Mr. Chair.
In closing, Mr. Chair, kaya nga po, kaya po tayo nagtanong ng mga at nagbigay ng mga ganong punto. Kasi nga, alam natin ang Oplan double barrel ay legal yan. May polisiya po yan. Pero yung nga pong sinasabi nilang pangalawang drug list, yun po yung mga verbal orders, yung mga pronouncements, at syempre, baka nasabi pong hindi nga natuloy kasi hindi siya polisiya. Verbal po siya at yung mga orders galing taas po, salita lang po para po undocumented at hindi mahahabol. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much.
Okay, salamat. Thank you, Congressman Ortega.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Congressman Fernandez, for
Briefly
your
lang. Kasi medyo nalilito na ako doon sa pinag-uusapan, hindi ko na maintindihan eh. So, Commissioner Leonardo, meron lang akong gusto i-confirm, no? Kasi we wanted to find out, ano po ba yung structure na ginawa nyo kumpara doon sa sinasabi mo kanina na ang na-implement ay yung double barrel, yung tokhang. So, ano ba pagkakaiba noong structure na pinropose mo compare doon sa na-implement ng ating pong dating administrasyon?
Actually, gaya po ng nabanggit ko kanina, Mr. Chair, kami po ay nagplano lamang. Actually,
hindi nga, ano po yung plano? Kasi kanina, panay ganun nga nadidinig ko sa iyo eh.
Okay po.
Nagplano kami, ganun. Ano ba yung plano? Ano ba yung structure?
Ang plano namin ay mag-create po ng task force na hahawak po sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at saka Mindanao.
Ano gagawin?
Ang gagawin po sana namin, merong in charge sa Luzon, merong in charge sa Visayas, may in charge sa Mindanao, para tumulong po sa ano po, yung kontra droga, Mr. Chair.
So anong pinaka-plano? So may restructure o merong Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. So tapos
Paano ini-implement?
paano nyo i-implement? Halimbawa, may head doon. O, paano ngayon?
Kami po kasi parang nung time na yon, sabi ko nga po sa unang statement ko, we were then parang nag-isip na baka applicable ito. Pero apparently hindi pala po pwede dahil ang
Hindi, Colonel Leonardo, wag mo kami confuse. Kasi ako, totoo, kanina ko pa pinakikinggan yung mga usapan nyo eh. May plano, hindi tinuloy. Ang tinuloy yung tokhang, saka yung double barrel. Pero hindi ko masakyan kung ano yung hindi na-aprubahan sa structure mo. Kasi sinabi mo, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, ito ang plano, kailangan war on drugs. Ano yung plano? O ito yung mga tao sa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Ano yung binuong mga tao? Anong order? Paano gagawin? Di ba? Kasi merong kasing Oplan sa kayong tokhang, di ba? Na kinuway sa mga badak. At tapos, yun yung mga inoperate. Yung iba na rekomendado ng badak ay dinadala doon sa rehabilitation center. Di ba? Yun yung plano ng kami. Ako nga, naging mayor eh. Yun ang naging tema ng aming polisiya sa gobyerno eh. So, ang tokhang, saka yung double barrel, ay kinukuha namin yung mga yung listahan sa bawat barangay. O pagkatapos, na lista, pinupuntahan ng mga barangay captain, kinakausap, pag napatunayan ng mga addict dahil meron tayong drug testing, ay dinadala namin sa rehabilitation. Pag pusher naman, dinadala namin sa Balay Silangan para i-rehab din sila. Yun yung pinakita sa atin. At yun ang sinunod namin, ako bilang mayor. Ano yung plano na sinasabi mo? Hindi ko kasi maikumpara doon sa planong inaprubahan nila former PNP chief, yung Oplan Tokhang, saka yung double barrel. Ano yung pagkakaiba ng planong sinasabi mo?
Actually, ang plano nga po, ganun din, mag-intensify conduct of police operation sa Luzon, sa Visayas, and Mindanao. Kaya lang po, nagkaroon nga po ng conflict dahil bumuo ang PNP ng Oplan double barrel. So, yun po ang nasunod. Yun na po.
O yung intensified kasi na police operation, it's all the same with the Oplan Tokhang eh, saka yung sa double barrel eh. Anong pagkakaiba ng structure mo na hindi na-aprobahan yung structure mo?
Same mission po sana na maging intensified po yung campaign against po dito sa...
Do you think that the project ng nila General Batonon ay hindi ganun ka-intensify? Because if I remember it right, it produces fear, takot sa lahat ng mga public official and also the people of the Philippines. Natakot tayo, sumunod nga kami. Nagsunudan tayong lahat eh. Now tell me, Commissioner Leonardo, hindi mo pwedeng sabing intensify eh. Ano yung plano na in-offer mo?
Actually nga po, ang plano namin ay tumulong to intensify yung anti-illegal drug operation. Ang plano namin sa Luzon, sa Visayas, and Mindanao. Kaya lang po, hindi na pala applicable dahil sa sobrang laki, sobrang dami. Tapos ipinasok nga po itong pag-upo ni Chief PNP Senator Bato de la Rosa, yung pong Oplan double barrel nga po ang dapat i-implement. So wala po kaming magagawa kundi sundin po yon. Yun po ang aming in-implement sa kanya-kanya naming role sa PNP.
Okay, sinabi ni GM Garma sa kanyang affidavit na ikaw yung bumuo nung structure, no? At well, hindi mo maalis sa isipan namin, no, na yung structure mo, hindi mo maalis, Colonel Leonardo, was also implemented. Alam mo yung plano mo na sinunod, like for example, what happened to the different parts of the country, aside from the Tokhang, aside from the double barrel, there was indeed, nakita natin na mga namamatay sa buong Pilipinas. And it was recorded, na halos lahat ng mga namamatay na katulad dun sa nangyari kay Mr. Tony Halili ng Tanawan at nangyari doon sa mayor ng Los Baños. That nakita natin that there were involvement of certain personalities in the PNP. Doon sa binanggit ni GM Garma, and this was also napanood ko rin sa interview with PRRD ni Secretary Panelo na kaya ka napili magaling sa pera. Yun yung na yun yung nabanggit eh. And will you confirm this, GM Garma, na binanggit mo na magaling sa pera?
It must be physically impossible for you to be in that place or in any of its immediate vicinity. Do you think that after presenting your complete whereabouts, including the plane ticket, you have established already that physical impossibility to be there in Tanawan City?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Please understand, Major Albotra, that what you presented is just a plane ticket. It only shows that you are booked on that date, on that plane, on that flight. But it does not in any way prove at all that you really took that flight and you were in Cebu during that date.
Hello po mga ka-viral, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Latest update ulit tayo tukoy na kung sino ang mga utak sa nangyaring pananambang kay Tanawan, Batangas Mayor Antonio Halili at Mayor Perez. Matindi ang pag-amin ni Police Captain Albotra sa Quad Committee hearing ang di umano'y nagsagawa ng plano kina Mayor Halili at Perez. Una nang pinangalanan ni Colonel Riena Garma si Police Captain Albotra na may kinalaman sa nangyari sa dalawang mayor. Sa paanyaya ng Quad Committee ay humarap na nga ang pinangalanan na police captain. Sa matinding pag-isa sa kanya ng mga kongresista ay umamin na si Captain Albotra at itinuro kung sino-sino ang mga nag-utos sa kanilang grupo na isagawa ang plano at kung ano ang tunay na motibo sa pananambang. Nangyari ang pagkasawi ng dalawang alkalde noong kasagsagan ng kampanya kontra droga at Oplan Tokhang noong nagdaang administrasyon, kung saan target ng PDEA at ng mga kapulisan ang nasa listahan ng narcolist at PDEA. Humarap din sa pagdinig ang task force leader na inatasan ng Pangulo na isagawa ang plano na war on drugs na si Colonel Edelberto Leonardo. Narito ang nakakagulat na mga revelasyon ni Police Captain Albotra sa Quad Committee hearing. Atin pong panoorin.
Mr. Chair, I think pwede naman po siguro ma-verify natin, Mr. Chair, sa airlines, Mr. Chair, if indeed the tickets were boarded, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Since you have started presenting this plane ticket, you might as well present also the manifesto of that flight and show to us that you're included among the passengers who took that flight. But nevertheless, Major Albotra, even assuming for the sake of discussion na ikaw nga ay nasa Cebu, kunyari lang, assuming lang, it does not in any way absolve you from your possible involvement in the killing incident. The way Mayor Tony Halili was murdered requires careful preparation, grand design, which presupposes a number, if not huge number, of personalities involved. Hindi po ito kaya ng isang tao lang, ng dalawang tao lang, or perhaps kahit tatlong tao lamang. In other words, I am certain that there is a theory of conspiracy in the killing of Mayor Tony Halili. Having said that, Major Albotra, I wish to tell you na kahit mapatunayan mong nasa Cebu ka, meron tayong mga tinatawag na principal by inducement, principal by indispensable cooperation, who, even without their physical presence, may be equally liable to the crime because of the theory of conspiracy. Do you understand, Major?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
I wish to manifest as well the very spontaneous testimony of Colonel Garma about you mentioning to him, to her, and even trying to boast upon the fact that you are part of the killing incident against Mayor Tony Halili. The testimony is very spontaneous. It is very natural. And we do not see any reason why we should not believe that testimony of Colonel Garma. Unless Major Albotra, you will be able to prove motive against Colonel Garma. We may be inclined to reconsider this position. Can you please try to think harder? May galit po ba sa inyo si Colonel Garma? Ano po ba ang posibleng dahilan kung bakit kayo i-implicate ni Colonel Garma amid your claim of absolute innocence?
Mr. Chair, I can only think of two reasons, Mr. Chair. Unang-una po, masyado na pong confused at mabigat na po ang dinadaanan ni ma'am. Kaya gusto niya na po sigurong ipasa ang burden, Mr. Chair. Pangalawa, si Lieutenant Colonel Santi Mendoza po, Mr. Chair. Siya po ay classmate ko. Baka po nagalit na rin si ma'am sa class namin, Mr. Chair.
You have to realize, Major Albotra, that the testimony that was given by Colonel Garma started with the President down to the police operatives. Yours is not even a pinch of that totality. At kagaya po ng tinanong kanina ng ibang members ng Quad, why of all the police officers in the entire country, why you, if she indeed is not telling the truth?
Can I answer, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Sa totoo lang, Mr. Chair, hindi ko po talaga alam, Mr. Chair. Yun lang pong reason na yun ang naisip ko. Pero kung you try to background me po doon sa Cebu, Mr. Chair, wala pong maniniwala, Mr. Chair, na ako ay ganong klaseng tao. Hindi po ako mayabang. Tahimik nga lang po ako, Mr. Chair. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Now, Major, I wish to invite your attention to paragraph 12 of your affidavit. Sabi mo dito, even my subsequent career promotion and assignments debunks any notion of being rewarded or incentivized due to any allegations of killings. Do you know for a fact that the reward system exists? Yes or no?
Mr. Chair,
Yes or no?
partly yes po, Mr. Chair, partly no.
Partly yes. Enlighten us, which part of the reward system are you aware of?
Mr. Chair, what I am trying to elaborate here, Mr. Chair, ako po ay tapon-tapon din, Mr. Chair, sa aking assignments. Yung promotion ko, kita nyo naman, Mr. Chair, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa ako napopromote. And kung totoo, Mr. Chair, na talagang parte ako nung pagpatay kay Mayor Halili, siguro po maganda po yung assignment ko, Mr. Chair. Hindi po ako binalik doon sa Cebu, Mr. Chair. Tapos, yes, Mr. Chair.
So when you speak about reward system, you are pertaining only to promotion and assignment? Is that what you mean?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Then you could have used the word promotion and assignment and not reward. Why did you use the term reward? What do you understand about the reward system of the war on drugs?
I have no personal knowledge on that, Mr. Chair. I did not partake on that.
If you do not have a personal knowledge, this representation would not mind if that is a hearsay What do you understand about the reward system? Because certainly, this is not about promotion. This is not about a choice of assignment. Otherwise, you should have indicated that in paragraph 12. What do you understand about the reward system of the war on drugs?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yun po ang aking ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, when I write here in my affidavit, the word reward, Mr. Chair, and
Did you read your affidavit before you signed?
yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Sino po ang gumawa ng affidavit nyo?
Yung lawyer ko po, Mr. Chair, in my presence, siya po ang Mr. Chair.
If your intention really is to pertain to promotion and choice of assignment, Major Albotra, bakit hindi yon ang ginamit mong terminologies?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, yun po talaga ang ibig sabihin ng kung ikaw ay ma-rewarda ng assignment o magandang assignment or promotions po, Mr. Chair.
With that, Major Albotra, you are denying the reward system which was testified to already by Colonel Garma, by Colonel Espinosa, by Colonel Santi, as well as the pronouncements made already by the then President and the other senators all over the media. Are you denying all this?
Mr. Chair, there are rumors about that, Mr. Chair, but I have no direct knowledge on that, Mr. Chair.
There are rumors, but you do not have direct knowledge. Now let's go back to paragraph 12. You said that you did not receive any incentive or reward. If you did not receive any, then who received the incentive and the reward?
I do not have any knowledge on that, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
I hope you realize also, Major Albotra, that plain denial does not have a weight in the law on evidence. You have to substantiate by positive evidence all the testimonies that you're offering to the committee. Mr. Chair, may I ask a question to PIDEA?
Please continue.
Kanina po, PIDEA, you said sometime in August 2018, the name of Mayor Tony Halili in the drug list has been negated already. Do you confirm this?
Your Honor, it is an August 2020 list, not 2018, Your Honor.
Mayor Tony Halili was killed July 2, 2018. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And during that time, his name is included in the drug list. Do you confirm?
Yes, Your Honor.
And his name was only negated sometime in August of 2020.
Yes, Your Honor. It was indicated in the August 2020 list that he was negated already, Your Honor.
Can you please enlighten us? Ano ho ba ibig sabihin nung negated?
It is neutralized, Your Honor. I mean, he was killed already.
Negated for the case of Mayor Halili would then mean he is dead already.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's why it was neutralized already.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Part of the testimony of Colonel Garma, it was Colonel Leonardo who has the last say in the inclusion, classification of the high-value target, and the exclusion of the drug personalities in the drug list. Would you know if it is really Colonel Leonardo?
Your Honor, we have no indication that Colonel Leonardo had any clear participation in the making of these lists.
I understand that you were appointed in the PIDEA only during the present administration. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
While the time element we're talking about with respect to the participation of Colonel Leonardo to this drug list is sometime in 2016 to 2019. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor, correct.
Is it because you are not yet in the PIDEA why you could not comment as to his participation in the drug list that everybody has been referring to?
Your Honor, we have a copy of these lists, but we do not have a, how do you call it, a conviction, or we are not sure if Colonel Leonardo had any participation in the coming up of these lists.
Since you were appointed in the PIDEA, Director General, would you know if this drug list has ever been validated?
Yes, Your Honor. There is a process on how it is validated, and this goes up to the executive secretary for it to be, for its validation. When I say validation, it entails whether a name should be deleted, whether a name should be placed on suspense file, or a name is supposed to be retained. And there was a procedure that was agreed upon in 2019 on how this list is going to be validated. And so this is the process that we are following, Your Honor. And to be very honest about it, we have only validated 1,502 of the total of 642